What's happening? What's good? It's the Erica Jones here, and I have my bestie, my sidekick, Miss Nicole Celine Sanders. I feel like I say this all the time. It has been a while. It has been a while.
Yes, it has.
This is our first video for 2022. We're in February, at the end of February. Black History Month. And in the middle of a war. Yeah. We just got on so you guys could see our faces. And it's been a lot of things that have happened with Nicole, health-wise. Nicole has probably had about 5 surgeries, probably about 4 or 5 surgeries.
Yeah, 5 or 6
since, and that's been since the holiday season up until now.
Yeah.
So she's been having some health challenges. You want to talk about that?
It's not her fault. I've had to replace my vas calf, which is in my neck. This is how I receive my dialysis, because my grafts are not working because I'm clotting because of my low blood pressure. I can go as low as 75 over 43, 53.
Wow.
So this time they're going to try to do a fistula, which will allow my own body to do whatever it needs to do, versus a graft, which is the intestine.
I don't know nothing about it.
It's the intestine of a cow or something like that they put in your arm.
Oh yeah.
And it worked for the longest, but it's just been a challenging. It has been a challenging 2 to 3 months. My mom, all of a sudden, from a urinary tract infection, she's 82 years old and has never been sick a day in her life. She has been very health conscious, worked out all her life, and a urinary tract infection that went too far. And now we're having to take turns stand with her at night, and becoming a caregiver. You know, even me work in hospice, I used to see how people had to become caregivers, but when it becomes personal and you have to do it yourself, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, you know. So thank God for all of my siblings that have stepped in to help out with mom. And you know,
y'all continue to pray for her.
Yeah, and you know, the Lord told me to pray every time I leave there at night. So sometimes things don't work out in your own time, and it works out in God's time, and you just have to be faithful and continue on. Bless my mother's heart. She obviously had to been dealing with this for a long time, and the doctor said by the time my sister rushed her to the hospital, he said where her numbers were, most people die at her age. So God has still been good to us. So just continue to pray for us. It's a challenge, but we're going to make it through, because I'm going to tell you this, my mama ain't going to end up in nobody's nursing home. So that's just for me. I'm not judging anybody else that has to do it, but for me.
Yeah, I definitely commend y'all for doing that, because being a caregiver is nothing easy. I saw my mom do it for both her parents, my grandmother, my grandfather, and I'm talking about countless hours. You know, having to hire a sitter because you still got to work. With Nicole's situation, she's on dialysis, but you know, a lot of times she has to come from dialysis and go
every day,
sit with her mom. Yeah, she's
and that's the agreement that I made with my family. I'll leave dialysis, I'll come sit with her. Whoever's supposed to relieve me after they get out for work at 5 or 6, I come home, I sleep, and it's the same cycle the next morning. You know, never getting a break. But would I have to do it any other way? No, I wouldn't. Not pertaining to my mom.
Because your mom raised you, you know, until your dad passed. She took on both roles, and that's kind of, my mom kind of said, you know, when your parents raise you, and then when they get elderly and sick and down, then it's like you're the parent and you have to take care of them. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what it is.
I've had to bridle my tongue many a times. She has said some stuff that if, you know, and me and my mom, we have a close, very close bond, because before she got to this point, and I noticed that her driving had started suffering, I started driving for her everywhere she went a year prior to her mind really being challenged. So we have a special bond. So
she's hilarious. Let me tell you,
she'll call me whatever she wants. One day she said, "Hey ho, come here." I don't listen. It's no shame in my game. It is what it is.
Yeah, she's funny, but we are here just to, again, grace y'all with our presence, because we haven't been here in a while. We're just
gonna. We really didn't have a subject matter to talk about.
Yeah, we really didn't, but we're gonna talk about some stuff, and you go ahead. You go ahead and.
I want to talk about the challenges of friendship.
Okay.
So, I will pose this question: if you are good friends with someone, do you think it's important to be honest with them?
You posing this to me?
That's another question I'm giving to them. Then I'm asking you, do you think it's important to be honest?
I absolutely think it's important to be honest, because that is what shapes a friendship. Are there instances where you probably feel like you can't be because of certain...
Well, what circumstance would it be that you feel like you can't be honest?
Well, sometimes when you get a friend or you become a best friend with someone and you know their temperament and you know how they feel about certain things that you may be doing, or, you know, I'm gonna make a conscious effort to not say because I say that a lot. But it's not that you're not being honest, it's just that you don't share everything. You kind of keep some things hidden, or I don't know the correct...
But why tell some things and not tell all?
Again, because you know...
This is how I feel. Because I am blatantly honest to a fault. I told her something the other day, and memory ain't good. And she was like, "Nikki." I said, "Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you the truth." It's just like this one time, Erica had to go sing somewhere, and she had ordered these boots.
Yeah.
So I was coming in home. And she had been waiting on these boots, because the thing that she had to go sing at was called Boots and Pearls.
Yeah, but it wasn't even what I thought it was. It had to do with a fraternity and a sorority.
Right.
So that's why they was calling it boots.
Literally, yes, Boots and Pearls.
Yes.
So she had ordered these boots, and I was coming home, and she was leaving out, and I looked down at her feet, and I know how my friend dresses, you know. A lot of people want to put statuses on them as influencers. Really look up the definition of what an influencer is. She is one. She's fabulous at fashion. Amazing.
It's alright. I need a few more coins.
No, you don't have to. You make do with what you have. You don't have to have a lot of. So I looked down at her feet, and in my mind I said, I didn't want to say something that was going to hurt her feelings, and I know she had to go perform. The boots were literally...
The boots were I don't know, they were made like this. They were
sticking out like this.
The toe of them were just automatically like sticking straight up.
So she was self-conscious about it. She said, "These boots turn up like this." And I said, you going to wear them?
I actually did. She
actually wore them, and then had one of her band members had me to set out a pair of shoes on the deck and had one of her band members came and picked up.
No, I think no. That particular time, that was the time when Terrell came and picked up the shoes when we were.
Oh, Terrell did, yeah.
But this particular time, I came back home and changed those boots, and then my band members didn't say nothing to me until I came back with the boots, some different boots I was talking about. Yeah, I was looking down at your feet during sound check, and I was just like, that's what she. It's like, we know you should be on some different fashion stuff, but we was just like, look like which boots?
So it would have been wrong of me just to say, oh, girl, them boots look good. I said, you gonna wear those? Just like another time, she was in here practicing. She was doing a segment, a virtual, and they wanted her to sing her single. And I'm in there in bed, we roommates, and I'm hearing her singing. So I didn't know if she was on live or not. I cracked that door. I said, you flat. And she's like, we just rehearsing before the real part. I was like, okay, because you flat. So my feeling is, if it's a real relationship, a real friendship, I feel like you can be honest about all things. Now, will it hurt the other person's feelings?
Sometimes.
Yeah, like yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
She came in here with some lipstick on. Cause it's a pet peeve of mine when females don't know how to put on lipstick. Like I
don't know how to put on makeup.
This girl, you done put the lipstick on right on the middle part of your lip, right on the outer side, and at the top. I'm like, where you going with that?
Where I'm half blind.
I said, no. That's why you see her matching my lips, because I took her right on in there. Take that off, and we gonna put you something else on, because that ain't it.
But even when you are blatantly honest with your friends, and they ask you your advice about stuff, and you give your advice, and they do the total opposite, it does something to you initially. But what I've come to realize is, if she asks me for her advice, for my advice, I give it to her. Whether she takes it or not, yes, it chaps my hide. But I accept the fact that she's a grown woman and can do what she want to do. But as friends, I feel that it is a necessity to be honest with each other.
Do you take my advice? Will you heed to mine when I tell you stuff?
Mm-hmm. I do.
She lying.
I do. You've told me about some things. I might not have done it immediately.
Let's talk about this telling stories to people. Because there was one particular something I was asking you about, and you lied into the end. And I kept saying, Nikki. Now, I know this is what's going on. Then gave the person the whole another name. I'm just like, who is this? What are you talking?
Oh, Jesus.
So let's talk about that.
I did.
Because
at that time, I didn't want you to know that I was delving in something that I had once upon a time no longer talked to this individual.
Mm-hmm.
But you right.
Yeah, thank you.
There ain't no other way I can put it.
Woo, I'm finally right.
But in the same breath,
oh God,
how kind and sweet, and you're just even-keeled and even-natured. What chaps my hide is when I see people take advantage of you.
Okay.
Oh, okay, and what?
Well, finish.
Take advantage of you, and when I voice, because I don't, humanity, even if you weren't my best friend, I don't want to see somebody that is emotionally abused. What's funny?
Okay, I'm listening.
Can we sometimes get ourselves involved in situations where we are emotionally abused?
Mm-hmm.
And then we accept it?
Yeah.
for so long.
Mm-mm.
So when is enough enough?
I feel like that person has to realize enough is enough.
What did I tell you the other day? We were talking about a particular situation. I said, I have cussed, I have fussed, I have done everything in the book as far as giving her my advice. And check this out. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say that. And I told her the other day, I'm done. Whatever your decision is, that's you. I don't have anything else to say about it. Because I feel like at this point, I'm not wasting my voice, but I guess sometimes we want our friends just to do what we want them to do, and that's not fair.
True. Because you don't do what I be wanting you to do either sometimes. So
My life is so boring now, child. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. But you know, what I ain't gonna stand for is somebody that's gonna emotionally abuse an individual. And you know, my thing is this: don't you ever expect me to ever want to.
What is? Listen. All right. So, y'all, Nikki really wanted to get on here because she got her hair done.
No, that's not true.
Nikki just wanted to get on here because she got her hair done and it's cut and all that.
Listen.
Like, see, I got mine in a ponytail because it need to be cut.
I was suffering. My mother been sick. We've been trying to hassle back and forth. I hadn't had time to take my personal time to myself and get my hair cut. The sides had grown so long, and to my sister it said, listen, I'll come sit with mommy for you to go get your hair cut. And that's abnormal for me. But you got to take care of your mother. But I'm not done with, what I said.
The hair.
You're not gonna, see, this is when we gonna start arguing. You're gonna let me finish what I'm saying.
Edit it out, because that's.
No, you're not gonna edit it out.
Yes,
If you edit it out, it's gonna be a problem.
I am.
Because we're talking back and forth.
No, that's not. No, anyway, so next topic.
Okay, the Russian.
Now, I ain't gonna even try to tell y'all I know all about what's going on with this war, because I know that Russia has been a topic of conversation for a while, especially during the Trump administration. Putin and his, Trump, and we know he's been working with him. That's how he became the president. So we know that those folk ain't right. Now, why they over there messing with the Ukraine?
What's so sad is to see the parents that they have mandated a rule: men from 18 to 60 have to remain because they gotta fight.
What?
So that's why there are a lot of those families. The men are letting the kids and their wives try to escape, and they're just weeping and crying because they don't know if they're going to see their child again. But to the Russian skater who said that she was accidentally took her father's heart medicine, and according to the commentators, you were ranked #1 in the world. Excellent skater. Why did you come in last place? And that's the right thing to have happened, because they should not have let her continue to skate knowing that she was doping.
Yeah.
But they excused her, which I don't understand. They excused her and let her still compete, and she came in last place. And this is one time, Shakira, she had a right to say what she said about it.
She did.
Because right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah, y'all. Well, that all goes back to skin color and what is the other word that they use? I can't think of it.
This is the most Winter Olympics where they get in people doping than ever.
Because nobody care about no Winter Olympics.
You can't take that away from them. No. These people, they train 4 years just like everybody do for the Summer Olympics.
I know.
So you can't negate what they put into their careers and whatever. But
I ain't saying nothing about their careers. I just we don't really pay attention to the winter games.
yeah, we don't.
I mean, I used to when they did the skiing and the snowboarding and all of that. I would, and the ice skating.
And in fact, Sean, the redhead, he finally retired.
What?
Because he started in that as a teenager, and he's been in it for, they talking about double-digit years.
Yeah.
Now. He finally retired.
Well, he rich enough. He got enough money.
Finally retired. So
yeah. So what else we wanna talk about? What's going on? Anything else happening? I know y'all used to us getting on here being funny. That's why we need y'all to tell us what are some of the topics y'all want us to talk about, because we gonna get on here more. Nikki getting her hair done and stuff, so that's why.
Listen, I get my hair done every month. It's just that my mother has been sick, and it's been hard for me to rearrange my schedule in order to get my hair done. So everybody knows that about me. I've always gotten my hair done.
Look how she's shaking it. Y'all remember how Nikki, when she first started Sister Locking, how short her hair was? Look at Nikki hair. Like, it is long. Before she got the curls, I was like, girl, what you gonna do with that? Because it's just... But she probably gonna end up cutting it off. Man.
Yeah, I think for my 50th, I'm gonna go back all gray with relaxed hair.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm making 50 this year, you all.
She making 50, y'all.
I'm making
Nikki. Nikki is making big old 50. I can't believe it. But
and people say you 50.
You're not 50 yet, Nikki.
You're gonna be 50, and I'll be like, yeah, girl, you sure don't look it. I'll be like, what? No, but I thank God. I don't look like what I've been through.
Ooh.
God knows. God knows. Listen, I'm going to tell you my testimony one day.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it ain't been what I've told you here and there. But I got a testimony to tell. And, pray I get this kidney before my 50th.
Yeah, that's what we hope.
So I can party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. But no, y'all give us some ideas of what we want to talk about. I just don't want all of our conversations to be laughter. I want them to be some deep, thoughtful things. And it could be stuff that we've experienced. Don't be afraid to talk about them.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Erica, Nicole, don't be afraid to talk about
Let's talk about this before we get off. So, kudos to Gary Chambers out there. Okay, I'm not gonna have to edit this out.
Go ahead on.
Well, we won't talk about Gary. Let's just talk about legalizing marijuana. Maybe we'll make that one of our.
We can talk about it right now.
Listen, I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke nothing. Never has been a desire of mine. I just never wanted that to be a habit. I was talking to my brother the other day, and he was just like, everybody smokes. It is just a thing. Like, where we live, if we go out and come back in, like I came in from church this morning, and the whole apartment smelled like weed. Because whoever lives next to us, they must smoke all day long. You walk out, you smell it. You're in your car, you smell it. People smoke weed like it's going out of style. And I ain't never been high. I don't even know what that is, how that feels. So it gotta be something good, because they keep smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking. But
first of all, it needs to be legalized.
That's where I was going.
Y'all just making such a big deal out of nothing. Those of us who are sick, and I'm not saying that I smoke it, because I don't smoke it. But I have a right, with what I deal with, to do a CBD oil or something of that nature. Because there are some days I come in here, nobody knows how sick I am. Mm-hmm. And I'm just calling on the name of Jesus over and over and over and over and over and over. So it needs to be legalized. Now, would I have gone the route that he did because he's trying to get that millennial vote? I don't know. To me, Gary Chambers has the potential to be our Kilpatrick in Detroit or whatever, Kilpatrick. I think I'm saying his name wrong until he got in trouble. But it's the way in which he goes about some things that makes me cringe sometimes.
Well, I think that's the thing that he does to try to get the attention of the people. Because when you you think about, and this is just in entertainment, you think about like a Madonna, people who push, they want to get the attention. And I mean, when he did the commercial or whatever you want to call it, everybody smoke. I don't even think it's about him getting the vote of the millennials. It's old folks smoke and all that kind of stuff. But that millennial vote is very important. Oh, absolutely. I agree.
And I just think that he need a strategist or something to help him with his career. That's the way I feel. Is the potential there? Yes. I'm giving him a chance because I don't want to put him in the Denise Marcel category.
Oh God.
I just, I want to believe that, he can pull it together and make a complete package.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach out to Gary. I'm gonna try to get him. I'm gonna start back my music Mondays, but I do want to interview him and kind of just talk to him about, what it is, because we want to hear what it is you're going to do for the community, because we have so many officials who get voted in, the first this, and
do nothing,
and then we just sitting around waiting to see what's anyway, so we won't change.
Me and my nephew, I took him out yesterday. Today was his birthday, and we were talking politics, and he was talking about Biden, and I said, well, Naeem, we would have voted for a dog. Ooh. Just to get Trump out of office. I said, am I necessarily impressed with what Biden has done so far? No.
Mm-mm.
Am I impressed with Kamala? No. Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. Do I believe Biden is going to get a second term and Kamala going to get in? No. She won't have my vote. But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's just, we need to see. They can say what they want to say about Obama, but he did a lot for us.
He came in there making changes. And right. I just found out that you can't use your charitable contributions towards your taxes anymore.
Why?
Trump changed it.
Girl, I know you can, and that's one of the biggest.
And your house credit?
Mm-hmm.
That don't count like nothing anymore either.
Baby, we need that church. We need them tithes and offerings.
Because then people will come to me and be like, you got our letters?
Yeah, we want our letters now when we done paid our tithes. What you say? I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Baton Rouge and all of these murders. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and we were talking about some of the worst cities for murders. Chicago is bad because it got all the gangs.
Mm-hmm.
Different places. Baton Rouge has just become a war zone. This person don't like this person. This rapper.
Glen Oaks against Banks. Banks against Glen Oaks. What? Why? Why? Grab a book and read it.
Go to school.
Go to school. These kids, and they're getting younger and younger. That's the scary part of it. They're getting younger and younger.
There was a shooting, and I guess we should have started it off with this. There was a shooting by our mall, our one and only mall that we have here now, that is literally Cortana 2.0 to me. 2 young guys, are up and coming rapper, and I guess that was his friend, and then 2 other ones, they died, and then 2 other ones were wounded, right? That were in the car.
They're fighting for that.
Broad open daylight. I had just left from the Apple store, probably minutes before it happened.
Right over there by, it's considered one of our good areas. It's by the hospital, Bluebonnet Hospital.
Bluebonnet.
It's by J. Alexander's.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Cheesecake Bistro. Yeah, and they did it.
Oh, I mean, in Broad, I'm talking about like between 1:30 and 2 o'clock.
And the sad part is, y'all go for these rough lifestyles, and then when you get shot up, the poor boy was just begging, help me, please, help me. You live by the sword, you die by it.
Yeah, this rapping, this rap music is really influencing a lot of this.
It's drill rap. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Drill rap. Yeah. When you sit up and lie talking about you didn't, and then that's a dangerous thing for you to sit up and lie about who you didn't kill, because the streets know if you're not telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So they come after you for that too. That's the problem now. There's enough for everybody, y'all.
Yep.
You got these up and coming rappers, then you got the rappers that have been in the game a while, these thugs that have been in the game in a while. They don't want to see somebody come up. It's enough for everybody. Y'all don't have to be killing each other off like that.
Yeah, you don't have to
It don't
knock
make no
somebody
sense.
off just because they're coming up and they may take you have your fan base. That's just like a Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had his fans. Still has, but I'm saying at the time I'm talking. He had people that loved him and what he did. Millions. You think he worried about if he was still alive, Chris Brown coming out moonwalking?
Mm-mm.
He's a different generation. He's going to get his fans. Mm-hmm. But there are going to still be people that are going to love Michael Jackson until they die and he gone. Mm-hmm. What is the point in you wanting to kill somebody because they may be as good as you or better than you?
Jealousy.
That's the way the Lord made us. He created us with different talents and gifts.
Right, jealousy. And for all of you that are going out for Mardi Gras, I don't care. Wear a mask, please. Because what's about to happen is these numbers are going to spike again. Yeah. You got people coming from the foreign countries, which is it's been known for them to travel to Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah,
it's a big thing. What you think they bringing over here? Even though they making the new strands, that's gonna be out.
I mean, I know we're trying to get back to a sense of normalcy. Mm-hmm. You know, Mardi Gras is one of those things that people love to do. I saw the Zulu ball. I would love to go. I've never been.
Have no desire.
But
it's a prom for a ghetto prom for adults. And you better not bleep it out, because it's the truth. It's a ghetto prom for adults.
Yeah, I seen some interesting
Thank you. Thank you. Back in the cut, Zulu, baby. They used to come in there.
Yeah, you get ready for
whoa.
Zulu. Like you got ready
like my oldest brother say, whoa.
Yeah, so that's all we got to talk about.
In conclusion.
Oh. Come on.
To recap, I'll recap the one subject I want to talk about. And that is, always be honest with your friend. Sometimes it even hurts their feelings. But be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Be honest.
I'll take that.
Because if you don't know how to be honest with a person, I'll gladly take your place. You can think.
Whatever that means. Okay.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to get on here and just, grace you guys with our presence once again.
We're going to try to do it every week, y'all.
Yeah, but y'all got to tell us what y'all want us to talk about, because we kind of running out. Some stuff, we can get on here and kind of...
I've been sick dealing with these waves of nauseation.
Yeah.
But if you let me know you want to hear me, I'll fight through it. I'll fight.
This girl is... We have been having people say, where y'all at? Why y'all not doing a show? So I said, Nikki, well, she even said, you want to do a show. But again, because she got her hair done.
That's not the reason.
I promise y'all.
Oh, I wasn't going to get on here with my hair the way
like
it was.
Was a few days ago.
I had this much of new growth.
About a month. or two. She wasn't gonna get up here on here.
Oh, well, no, you don't represent yourself like that. My mother has always said, put your best foot forward, baby.
Lord.
That's what I'm going to try and do at all times.
Anyway, you guys, y'all be safe. I'm gonna try
I would like to tell us if you would like for us to do a show one day live with your comments.
Oh, yeah,
that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do a live show and you all give us comments and we respond to it.
Okay, that's a good idea, Nikki. All right, you got your hat done and your mind is working again. Y'all continue to pray for Nikki's mom. Her name is Myrthel Cunningham Sanders.
Please.
That's her whole full name. Continue to pray for Nicole. What is your blood type? Because somebody might want to give you a kidney.
O positive.
O positive. If y'all want to be a live donor, because that is the kidneys that really last the longest. O positive blood. If you want to give her a kidney, she will take it.
Willingly.
Gladly take it. You're healthy. Now, it's a lot of stuff you got to go through. You got to be healthy. You can't have nothing going on.
It's just not the blood type. It has to be multiple things.
Yeah,
that
but
match.
that's the main thing, because it's got to be matched. That has to match for sure.
Right.
Continue to pray for our city of Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
The minds of these young people. They just don't want to live, I don't believe.
Right.
That's all I can chalk it up to. They don't want to live.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't realize life is precious. You want to grow to get old. You want to grow to have kids if that's your desire, or whatever the case may be. And y'all just ending y'all lives prematurely. The Lord ain't and that's another thing. We need to talk about that. We need to bring some really saved person. Because that's a question that I have always just been
Do you
on the
lose your
fence
life
about.
prematurely?
Yes.
I got somebody we can bring on.
Okay. Anyway, and if y'all want to comment on that and give me your insight, you might be a Christian, a pastor, a missionary, something, I don't know. But I just wonder about that, because people always say it's
I've
your
always
time,
felt
it's your
like that.
time.
But you fight in your mind, how in the world is it his time? I'm just talking about the people that I've lost, that I will never, and people can sit up and say whatever you want to say. I will never get over it. I will never get over it. And you sitting there like, the good jewels, the people that will sacrifice anything for you, those are the ones that the Lord is taking from me.
Yeah, I agree. So, again, y'all be safe. I'm going to try to have this video uploaded. Lundi Gras tomorrow, which is Monday, and then Mardi Gras Tuesday, Fat Tuesday. Y'all be careful out there.
Yeah.
Watch these floats that are coming around. People, you always hear somebody getting hit, struck by a float.
Yeah.
No, New Orleans ain't the safest place.
Right.
Folks shoot out.
It's a fun place, but it's not the safest.
It's not the safest, and people shoot and do all kind of crazy stuff. So y'all be mindful of your surroundings, and love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Love yourself, because if you love yourself, you'll love others, and you will think about what you do before you do it.
Come on, Evangelist Sanders. So again,
I don't always fuss. But I will fuss if it's necessary.
Until next time, you guys, y'all be safe. Y'all have a great one. Peace.